Story Ray.
Want to create stronger characters? Start with a coin. Characters are the doorway into your story. If the character isn't believable, the audience disconnects quickly. At Story Ray, we use something called the coin method because every meaningful character trait has two sides. We're all familiar with the phrase, two sides of the same coin. Same being the operative word, meaning you can't have totally different and conflicting character traits. Here are 3 easy steps you can use to create unforgettable characters. Step 1. Write down your character's greatest psychosocial strength. This is the first side of the coin. Step 2. Take that same strength and flip it into a flaw. Reframe it as the weakness that causes the most trouble in their life. For example, take John McClane from Die Hard. Step 1. His strength is resilience and determination. And now when we flip those traits in Step 2, he becomes stubborn and uncompromising. This is his main character flaw, the one that matters most. More on this later. We see that the character strengths that help John McClane take out bad guys and save the day are basically the same traits that make him a terrible husband. It's two sides of the same coin. That contradiction feels real. In other words, a soft, sensitive John McClane might be the perfect husband, but he probably won't fare so well against Hans Gruber and the gang. Step 3. Rinse and repeat. Build every major trait in pairs. This duality prevents hollow or contradictory personalities and automatically ensures multidimensionality in the character. A common mistake we see is when writers create characters with inconsistent personality traits that don't line up or balance out. For example, in The Mandalorian, there's a moment where the Carl Weathers character is established as a total badass in a gunfight. But later, that same character suddenly turns into a cheerleader, screaming like a coward for Mando to do all the fighting. That's inconsistency. That's the kind of thing that pulls the audience right out of the story. Remember when I mentioned the character's main flaw is often the most important part? Well, here's a secret. A character's main flaw is usually more important than their strength. Flaws create conflict, and conflict creates story, helping the plot to feel inevitable. Writers tend to fall in love with their characters, and sometimes have a tendency to focus on that character's strengths, making the too good too much of the time, forgetting to include the character's dark side, or flaws. Character flaws create problems, which leads to that juicy conflict that keeps the audience engaged. It's not that you forget about your character's strengths, but you don't dwell on them. That way, when your character finally does rise into their greatest strength at the right moment, it feels earned and powerful, not overdone and repetitive. There you have it. 3 things you can do to improve your story's characters. Step 1. List your character's positive traits. Step 2. List the negative side of those same traits. This is likely where your character will be as they struggle throughout the story. Step 3. Repeat as necessary until you've built out a realistic, multi-dimensional character. Please like, share, and subscribe on Substack at storyray.com. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next one. If you would like to book a private 30-minute story consultation on Zoom, please go to storyray.com and navigate to the Story Development and Consulting section. Use the promo code COIN15 for 15% off for a limited time.